Hello and welcome to the channel. In this video we are going over what I think is a very fun and effective build with Hildryn. With this build you will be able to tank just about any damage while also dealing out significant damage of your own. Additionally, you will be able to assist in your teammates' survival by feeding them extra shields. The way this build is set up, as long as there are enemies nearby, you will be able to channel multiple abilities infinitely. Before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, you can find me live on Twitch Tuesday through Saturday at twitch.tv/MikeHobbs. Without further ado, let's get started. Beginning with Hildryn's passive, which states that her shield gain is high. As you can see in the background gameplay, Hildryn has a lot of shields. Also, Hildryn uses shields instead of energy to cast abilities, so modding and kitting for as many shields as possible helps with survivability as well as channeling abilities. Furthermore, upon losing all your shields, Hildryn gets 3.5 seconds of immunity. Hildryn's 1 is Balefire. This activates her exalted weapon and uses her shields as energy, or in this case, ammo to fire. I don't actually use her 1 at all with this build, but instead use Balefire during her 4. It is important to note, and I tested this before making this video, if you subsume her 1, you cannot use Balefire in her 4, so even though it remains unused, it is needed for channeling Hildryn's 4. Moving on to Hildryn's second ability, Pillage, which strips shields and armor from nearby enemies and removes any status effects from Hildryn and her allies. This ability will serve as a survival mechanic as well as a means of topping off your ability energy. You will notice in some of the gameplay that Hildryn's shields will instantly shoot right up. This is either from casting her 2 while surrounded or from her arcanes, which will be discussed momentarily. Haven is Hildryn's 3. This ability creates an aura that provides shields to nearby allies and damages enemies who enter it. This ability will drain your shields, but casting Pillage will replenish them. Because this ability isn't necessary for Hildryn's survival or damage output, and we can't subsume her 1, this would be the recommended ability for subsuming. I keep it here because I like being able to support my teammates, but you could squeeze out some more power by putting something else here if you wish to do so. Lastly, Aegis Storm is Hildryn's 4th ability. When activated, Hildryn hovers and activates Balefire. Also, any nearby enemies are levitated and incapacitated. Levitated enemies will also spawn energy orbs, which helps Hildryn stay in her 4. Additionally, with this ability, I use the Aegis Gale augment, which gives the Balefire attack an alt fire that sends a burst of projectiles that deals additional damage based on Hildryn's max shields. Moving on, modding here is pretty open to player preference. I use both Redirection and Augur Accord for more shields. I'm also using the Aerodynamic Aura for some damage resist while airborne. This is useful because I'll be spending most of my time in the air with Aegis Storm. Precision Intensify is also used here for Aegis Storm. The rest are defensive and stat boosting mods. For Arcanes, I'm using both Arcane Barrier and Arcane Aegis. Both of these have a chance to proc shield generation, which paired with Pillage makes it easy to continuously top off Hildryn's shields. My shards consist of 4 blues for more shields and a red strength shards. Maximizing shields is key to this build. That way when Hildryn is channeling multiple abilities simultaneously, she doesn't run out. As for loadout, your weapons here do not matter at all. As long as enemy density is adequate, Hildryn can remain in her 4 with Haven active as well. The only recommendation here would be a weapon that can quickly dispatch of any nullifiers that may pull you out of your abilities. Your companion here for this build is really up to player preference. I either use my Panzer Vulpaphyla for spreading viral, or a robotic companion with shield charger to add an additional bump to Hildryn's shields. I also have Guardian on my Doriga here as well for an additional source of emergency shields. This paired with everything else discussed results in a seemingly invincible Hildryn that can dispatch steel path enemies with ease. Now that we've shown the build in its entirety, let's see it in action again. As you can see, I am raining down Balefire while remaining unharmed. This build thrives in high enemy density environments. Just jump into the fray, activate Hildryn's 4, spam the alt fire, and clear the battlefield. If your shields start to get low, activate your 2 to replenish and continue slaying out. If you are near teammates, you can activate Haven as well to give them extra shields. With Hildryn's 3 and 4 activated simultaneously, you will drain shields quicker, but again, you can just use Pillage to get them back. With this setup, you will be able to tank an absurd amount of damage, boost your ally shield, and spam your exalted weapon in most content. And there you have it, a highly effective build on both the defensive and offensive fronts. With this build, you can truly be the vanguard of your team, and that's why I personally love it. But let me know what you think. Did you try this build out? What would you change? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, stop by Twitch to hang out and talk Warframe with me at twitch.tv/MikeHobbs. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.